Hey Spin enthusiasts, good afternoon. I'm finally back at school. I've been quarantined and so I haven't been able to talk to people or go anywhere, and I've just been teaching from home and it's been crazy. So something I really want to talk to you guys about today is that I get a lot of requests from people asking me how to start an independent guard, and I love it. First of all, I don't want people to think that I'm one of those who's out there to be like, no, you can't start a guard because then you'll be competition with me. No, please come compete with me, push me to be better. I have students who come up to me all the time who are like my own students and my own guards who to think they're calling me out, and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna make a guard that competes with you one day. And I'm like, yes, do it. And they're like, wait a minute, what? But I do really want to promote color guard growth. That's my whole goal. So if other people are out there creating more independent guards, then that is meeting my goal of creating color guard growth. So what I want to say though is that there are certain questions, if you are thinking about starting an independent guard, that you really need to be considering. And a lot of times people who contact me through social media are not considering all of these other questions. So we addressed this a little bit in the class that Patrick and I did at the Spintronix virtual summer camp. This summer we did a class about starting an independent guard because of course I started Spintronix, and Patrick has been involved with starting an independent guard down in Florida, and there's a lot that goes into it. And a lot of times what'll happen when people contact me is they'll say, okay, I really want to start an independent guard. Here's my ideas for, maybe there's an idea for recruiting members, and here's the uniform we want to wear, and here's the show I want to do. This is the music I want to do. This is the choreography I want to do. And I'm just like, whoa, hold up. That's totally the wrong way to go about this, because if you're sitting there thinking you want a guard and you are just planning out the show you're going to perform, you're not ready to have your own guard. What you're ready for is you're ready to design for a guard, you're ready to write for another guard, maybe you're ready to write some shows, things like that. But that's not the same as having your own guard. So when you are going into starting your own guard, you need to think about things like budgeting, staff expectations, rehearsal schedules, timetables, insurance, funding, where is your money going to come from? There's so many things like that. If you really want to get into the nitty-gritty of all of that, like I said, you can go get the virtual class on our website. It's $10 and you get the whole recording of the virtual class. Plus I think there's a document that goes with it. There's a Google slideshow that goes with it. So you can do that. But like I said, you really want to there's a certain set of questions that you need to be asking if you are actually wanting to start your own guard. And so a lot of times what'll happen is people will ask me, they'll start by saying, hey, I want to start an independent guard. Where do I start? And then I will ask a key question or two. Usually it'll sound like I'm asking about your experience with guard, or it'll sound like I'm asking some other things about what you're planning on doing with this guard. And what I'm really doing is feeling you out to see if you're actually wanting to start your own independent guard, or if you're just somebody who's wanting to become an instructor, wanting to become a tech, wanting to become a designer, maybe even wanting to become a judge. Those are all, I know a lot of people at your small schools and small programs, that might be a hat that one person wears all of them, but those are all separate jobs. And you need to understand that starting your own program involves a completely different set of skills. So do feel free to ask me questions. If you get to the point where you're asking me questions and I'm sending you big long answers back, that's a good sign. That means that I probably can see that you're actually in it for the long run. So anyway, let me know what you think, or if you've started your own guard, tell me in the comments. See ya.